Peace and strength to everybody. This is Nisi, the administrator. Some people know me as Diane. And the topic is the origin of Halloween. I'm in the book of Genesis, chapter 1, verse 14. And in my opinion, this is the root of all holidays. And that though these holidays have evolved into secular, some of these holidays have evolved into secular traditions, they all began here. And one of the reasons that I say Halloween originated in, and I'm going to include All Saints Day and All Souls Day, originated in biblical Africa, the Nile civilization, is because the indigenous Africans were known for, and you can read it for yourself in any story about Egypt, which is the Nile civilization. They have sacred and festive combined. They go from having a festive celebration where they're dancing and drinking, eating foods, and then becomes the sacred, which is when people are praying, possibly fasting. They always come together, okay? I want you to take a look at this text, and I want you to observe the universe, because that's where your answer is. Whenever there is a holiday, hallowed day, which means holy, hallowed means holy, it's something different going on in the universe. When you take a look at the origins of the pharaohs, you'll see that their origins are rooted in a resurrected ruler, someone who died, someone who was resurrected. This ruler was honored throughout the ancient world. You can see it. And he had a variety of names. I want you to consider what is called the Day of the Dead. It is a holiday that is celebrated by Mexicans. It is always, I believe, close to All Saints Day, All Souls Day, which are holy days of the Catholic Church. Right around this time, you'll see that the Jews are also honoring an ancestor or honoring people who have died, because at one point all of these days were one. It's very possible. Okay, let me say it. It's very possible that all of these days are one. What are they rooted in? They're rooted in the lights. What are the lights? Is the light the sun? Is the light the moon? I say the lights are either the Pleiades or the Hyades. In order to understand most of the messages in the Bible, it's important to understand astronomy. And though we've all been told that for some reason astronomy is evil, we must know the difference between astronomy and astrology. They are different. In order to, I stand on this, in order to understand the Bible and the holy days, which are now called holidays, which some are called hallowed days, we must understand Genesis 1:14 and the movement of the universe and the lights. Because in my opinion, these days should be honored by everybody. And when we look at Halloween, though it has turned into a day full of ghouls and scary people and secular fun, I want you to look at the benevolence that's a part of Halloween. Halloween is when people are being given something to eat for free. All of these benevolent days are rooted in the cradle of civilization, which is called Egypt, which was called the civilization of the Nile, which is the house that Noah built, because that's where he moved to. So, Halloween is older than Europe, as is all holidays that we honor. If you have anything to add to this conversation, if you have any questions, please feel free to post your comments or your questions. and I'll do my very best to answer. Thank you for listening.